by my neck. Oh my goodness. That is a color difference. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be changing up my Sephora sample video. So I tried to get a sample with one of my orders and they actually sent me a foundation sample for the Sephora 10-hour wear foundation, and I actually do have this foundation. I've used a fair amount of it, but then it brought me to the question of sample versus actual product, because I kind of like this foundation and I stopped using it, and I found others that I like more, but I'm wondering if I do one side with the actual product, one side with the samples, am I gonna notice a difference? So I have this in the shade 20, which is actually a little dark for me, and the sample comes in 3 shades. It comes in 10, 25, and 33, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it's a weird variety of shades since I'm smack dab in the middle of the 2 shades right there, and I'm pretty fair. But this is a $20 foundation, Sephora Collection, and I believe it comes in 61 shades. I tried to count them on the Sephora website, but yeah, it comes in a heck of a lot of shades. Let's get on into this. So I primed my face with the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. You guys know I like using that because it's a good staple, just kind of a moisturizer. Doesn't really affect the product that much. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this foundation, the regular product, on one side of my face. Now, I don't know what it is with this, but I liked it, but like it's so chunky that it's hard to get it right on your face. So I'm gonna try and use a brush and the sponge. Oh, it's thick. I used to love this foundation because it does work really well if you have combination skin. It doesn't cling on to dry spots. It helps with your oil production throughout the day. You guys can see this is not my shade. I was tanner at some point, but I'm not anymore. And it is more of like a medium buildable coverage. Get down by my neck. Oh my goodness. That is a color difference. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, so other than the color difference, it looks really good on the skin. It has like this kind of natural skin-like satin finish to it. Evens your skin tone out. Looks pretty decent. It is very yellow. So now let's get into these samples. Now these are one of those like rip-off foil samples. Honestly, this one's probably my shade number 10, but you know, I gotta match the other side of my face. So I'm gonna open 25 and I'm gonna mix these on my face and try and get them to match this mess. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, this one matches a lot more. Maybe I should just take 25. Man, is this deceiving or what? This is so much closer to my actual skin tone than the other side. Does this foundation oxidize over time? Like, I'm kind of thinking it does because I just put 25 on my forehead. Okay, I think I'm getting them a little matched up. I'm mainly using 25 on this side. Getting that hairline. 20 is really yellow. I didn't even realize how yellow it was. Oh my heavens. So now I'm just gonna take a beauty blender and I go over this side first. Smooth out any lines. Wipe off my beauty blender and blend in this side. And I think because I have a bit of the shade 10 left, I think I'm gonna use this as concealer. I definitely feel like this foundation does get kind of thick over time because with using this sample, it's definitely easier to blend and not as thick. But again, I have had this foundation for a while, so I don't know if maybe it just gets thicker over time. I really can't remember what it was like the first time that I used it. Not too shabby for a concealer. First impression, there's definitely a texture difference between the actual product and the sample. I don't think they look any different on my skin close up other than a color difference. They look pretty similar, same kind of finish. It looks good on my pores, more of a medium coverage. And then I'm gonna set my face with the Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm gonna do the same to each side. Go underneath my eyes, on where I get oily, and just powder my whole face. All right, so with powder, they're both looking pretty similar. Still have that satin kind of finish to both sides. Not too glowy, not too matte, not sticking to any dry spots. But let's get into this wear test and see if I notice any difference between the two sides wearing throughout the day. Is the sample gonna be better? Is the actual product gonna be better? It is about 10:30 right now, and I'm planning on wearing this for the whole rest of the day, so we should get a pretty good wear test in. But I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll come back in to do a midday check-in with you guys. All right, it is check-in time, and it is about 5 o'clock, and everything's looking pretty good. I am starting to get a bit shiny in like my chin, nose, and forehead area. As far as like my dry spots, everything's looking good on both sides. I do feel like this side feels a lot lighter weight for some reason. For some reason it feels a little heavy in like this area of like my chin, mouth, and like my cheek, which is really weird. I don't know why that is, but throughout the day I was noticing like there's parts on my face that feel kind of heavy on this side, but this side definitely feels very normal with foundation. So far with this whole wear test, definitely the heaviness is the biggest thing that I've noticed, and the texture is different between the product and the samples. I don't know why that is. Beats me, but I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see everything looks pretty normal, and I feel like the colors really blended in throughout the day. Like this side I feel like looked way dark earlier, but now I feel like I don't think anyone would really know if I told them I was wearing like 2 different shades of foundation. I feel like you can tell more like in this area of my face, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But let me know, have you guys ever tried a sample, fell in love with it, and then tried the actual product and it was not the same, or vice versa? Tried a sample, didn't like it, and then tried the actual product and then actually liked it? Let me know, because I feel like that has definitely happened to me, both sides of the spectrum, and I want to see if this is one of those cases with the foundation, and I'm kind of thinking that it is. And the other thing that I wanted to note with this foundation is that there definitely isn't that much product if you like more of like a full coverage. I think there's enough product to get a full face, even though I use 2 different shades. If you use it sparingly, you can get a full face with this, but it's not going to be full coverage. So I'm a little disappointed that it's not like the Makeup Forever one or the Guerlain one. These were some nice little samples that I got. Skip on to the final part of this wear test in like 3 or 4 hours. All right, it is 9 o'clock now, and I'm ready to take this makeup off. It actually isn't as oily and shiny as I really thought it was gonna be. My nose is especially shiny, but I don't think I powdered it enough. Oh, I didn't see how bad my lips were. Ooh, let me fix that, because that's gonna bother me. I just had dinner. All right, this will make it tolerable for a little bit. This is a Pat McGrath Fetish 4 lip gloss. But yeah, everything looks pretty good. I somewhat like this side a little bit more. I don't know if it's because of the color or that it feels a little bit lighter weight or what the heck is going on with it, but for some reason I don't really like this side as much. I feel like my smile lines are a little bit more pronounced on this side. And as for it as a concealer, the foundation, I think it looked pretty bomb as a concealer actually. So I mean, if you like not doing like the whole concealer and everything, I think you could just put this foundation everywhere and you'd be fine. But yeah, I do think that it is creasing a bit on this side more than this side. I don't really know why. And my forehead lines are looking pretty good, but I think I put a light amount of foundation on my forehead. But yeah, I think I like the sample more than the actual product, but I think I think I might start using this foundation again. It is going to be in my project pan here soon. As you guys know, I have posted some project pans, but I do still need to finish some other foundations before I can put this one in my project pan, the Studio Skin being one of them. I did finish the Tarte, what is it, Rainforest Water Foundation, whatever the heck it's called. I did finish that one, so this is the next one that I need to put in my project pan. It's not really my favorite. I wish it still had the consistency as the samples, because the samples were definitely a lot lighter weight and creamier and not so thick, but you guys saw how thick this one was, so I don't really know what the heck was going on with it, but I really don't think that this was serum-y type of a foundation. Like, look at it, it's stuck there. But that concludes this little sample versus real product wear test. Let me know what you guys thought of this, and if you guys haven't seen my last little sample review wear test, I don't even know what to call it anymore. I'll have it right over here for you guys, and this video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here. We click on it and subscribe to my channel.